Alright, timestamp. It is November 5th, 2025, about 3:20 a.m. Um, been up for a little while. I have done very little. I did a little bit before I took my nap or whatever yesterday. Um, yeah, full disclosure. And I know my girl is gonna be running some errands today. I'm probably gonna grab a nap here, just like a three. Hey there, how you doing? 3 hour nap or something here in a bit. I'm gonna grab a shower before we start running around. I did take a shower like a day ago, though. I'm doing really good there. All right, guys, come on. Interesting. Might have been an owl, which is, of course, very cool. Not sure what I just stepped on there. That is a Publix bag because, of course, it is. It's always terrifying going through here. Not because I think something's going to jump out at me, but because it's just hard to walk without running into something. Okay. There we go. Maintaining the 1.5 cigars a day. Trying to drop that down. Because again, chest tightness, and I don't know if it's, I don't know, but I kind of want to live, so. Okay, Scrappy did need to go outside. He's doing something currently that no one should witness. Got a beautiful full moon going on. It's kind of hard to see through the tree, right? Show you. I can try, but it's in there. You know, when it was on the other side, it was a little bit easier to see. I came out a little bit earlier. Because dogs need walking. Scrap. Okay. Tanner went straight over there. Maybe some new imported mud that he's enjoying over there. I don't know. There's Tanner. Hey, Scrap, maybe if you don't stop right in front of me, that'll work better. Thanks. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I came outside with Kelly the other day when she was here. And the dogs next door were going nuts. And she was like, they have way more dogs than they're supposed to have, I think. I'm like, yeah, that's probably true. And she's like, I'm going to enjoy going in the backyard at 3 in the morning and making noise. I thought I was the only one that had those kind of thoughts. Apparently not. Bunch of pieces here. Hold on. Just gonna put them down. There you go. like a bunch of smaller pieces in the bottom of the bag. I'm not going to try and hold them out to them because I will lose a finger. And I'm not into it. Yeah, those are all for you, buddy. He ate one, he kind of was looking at the others like, am I in trouble if I, is this, they're yours. Yep. But yeah, we should be running some errands. Well, when she's getting here, it'll probably be about, honestly, probably about 10. She had a whole bunch of medical stuff she had to go do. I guess yesterday would be the right after midnight, so. Pardon. Just had breakfast a little while ago. Hadn't eaten. Keep doing that where 5-6 hours into doing stuff, I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah. So I'd gotten in one of the air speeders with it had the pilot figure with, and I had mentioned a while back that I thought the air speeder pilots were kind of undynamic in their look. Just for reference, and I'm not sure if this is supposed to be beige or if that's like UV, because the back is more white. I've gotten a couple of these. I haven't actually compared, but in the world of Star Wars figures, I mean, it's not a bad figure. It's not like repulsive or anything, but meh, you know, meh. Holes in feet. Oh, and one of the lots that I got the other day actually had one of these. I wanted to show you. This is from 1987 Hasbro. This would have been one of the G.I. Joe ones. The holes are a little bigger, I think. Yeah, they've made the holes smaller on the Star Wars figures. Used to be this would work with some of the Star Wars figures too, though. A lot of the different accessory packs and whatnot would actually have a couple of these that are real thin. And it's kind of cool. The idea being that you could use it as a way of mounting a figure so it wouldn't fall over all the time. But 87, that'd be about right. That was probably in an accessory pack of some sort. I've got a bunch of them somewhere. But, you know, for, you know, figure characters with holes in feet, that's really useful. But yeah, I wanted to... It's just, meh. It's okay. But yeah, I did a little bit of stuff pantry-wise, putting away some stuff here and there. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. I gotta get this stuff done so I can get Janus on the loose too. I just kind of getting stuff done, but at a half pace kind of thing. It's Dunkin' Donuts vanilla. Using up that one bag that's almost empty, but I got 2 bags. This one's weird, because I think this is going to be a couple of Scooby-Doo figures. From the picture, I just thought they were a different, like, manufacturer or something. But I think because the way they set up the picture, it threw the scale off. Yeah. And I couldn't tell the size. What are you from? You'll see my dilemma, my question here in a sec. So they had these, like, on carpet. Just these without, like, when there's a scale issue, or I think there might be a scale issue, I'll, like, usually put, like, a US quarter next to it. So that when you're looking at it, you can gauge, okay, it is this big. I saw another person that had action figures, and I might copy them on this because I think it's pretty funny. They had made a white cardboard background, and they had done like 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch lines on it, and whether it's intentional or not, it looks like a police lineup kind of background. To me, it's really funny because I'm like having Usual Suspect flashbacks anytime I look at their listings. I just, it's where my brain goes. But yeah, these guys, just the Star Wars figure I showed you is normal, like a normal 3 3/4, 4 inch figure, just to put this in perspective. So I don't know. I got a Velma and a Shaggy. I am curious what you are from. Okay, so that says lowercase s 17, so we know that means probably 2017. Hanna-Barbera, yeah, we know that. But I'm not seeing a... And again, Hanna-Barbera, S17. I'm not seeing, like, you know, Mattel, Hasbro, Jakks Pacific. I don't know what you're from. You're certainly interesting in the detail for the size. Honestly, it's better than that other one. Which, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but the Velma figures, I think I probably did. I showed her the 2 Velma figures, and she was like, what did they do to her? I was like, yeah, I don't know. So I need to get her a good Velma. You look good, but I don't know what you're from. These are the only ones I've seen that are on this scale. And I don't know what I would use you with. I mean, I could use like some of the Imaginext Scooby-Doo monsters and villains that I have. Because I have a few of those floating around. I have a mummy and a werewolf and a couple other ones. Interesting. Legs are together on one joint. Arms full rotation, Kenner style. Head rotation. I mean, for a smaller figure, that's, you know, you can have them sitting down. Can't really have them running exactly because their legs are, you know, one piece fused together, so to speak. I don't know what you're from. Arms are not... Sometimes with smaller figures, the arms will actually be, like, joined through the chest cavity, what have you, so that when you move one arm, the other one goes up too. They basically must move together kind of thing. But these aren't that way. Probably what, 2.5 inches tall? Hey, enough of that. Yeah, 2.5 to 3 inches tall, probably. I don't know what you are. That's interesting. Oh. Tanner, it would seem, is still happily munching away on some dirt. Excuse me. Had a couple of bowls of cereal. Ham and Swiss. Kidding, if it was a ham and Swiss, I'd smell it already. Oh, okay. Okay. This is I'd ordered a miscellaneous bag. And I saw what was in there. I went ahead and ordered it. I think total was like $20. There were a couple pieces in here that I wanted for me. Because I am going to put together a few things here and there to be able to do some Marvel displays as well. For when the mood takes me, you know. And that's backwards. There we go. I think. Yeah. that. Okay, that is the front. Okay. This was listed as an Iron Man, which technically I want to say it's a titanium man. It's actually one of my favorite looks for the Stark armor. Looks pretty decent. And no fingers are broken. It's nice. Sometimes when the hand is open like that, you wind up with like broken fingers and stuff. Might have had interchangeable hands. That's okay. Decent looking. But I've got a Daredevil and a Spider-Man and a couple other Marvel figures that I may whip out every now and then. Pretty good detail on it. For one of the Mattels. 2008. Yeah, Hasbro. Same thing. Cool. But there was some stuff in here to be able to do resale on too. Got another Fred. Pretty basic. Another. Oh, it's one of the Scared Scoobies. I do think it's funny that they did that. There's some other stuff in here I wasn't sure what it was. This is actually one of the ones that I wanted to keep from this lot. Again, Mickey, if you're watching, you're not converting me. But a pretty decent looking Leonardo. And he actually had both his katanas with him. So I was like, you know what the heck? I'm going to grab that. Between the Iron Man, the Leonardo, some very obvious resale stuff. What are you? You are a broken something. I'm not sure what that is. I can see it's been snapped on that one side. Some more Jurassic. Is that Chris Pratt? Who made you guys? Hasbro? Okay. I resell that as well. I'm not going to do Jurassic. It's just slow down. I can't do all of it. I was curious what you were. You were a Funko. $2016. It's not one of the Mighty Mugs. I don't know. Google Lens. Disney. I'm ashamed. Not sure what that is though. I mean, obviously it's a bear in a plane. I get that part. This thing. Is that one of those Beyblades or whatever? I don't know. It's like a centipede or something in there. I thought it was like bullets, but it looks more like a centipede or a sandworm. That's what makes me think of that maw there. So, my next trick, button on top that seems to release it when it's coiled like that. I don't know. Okay. It's just going to stay in the open position for now. That's fine. And 2017 Hasbro. Kind of stretchy. I do not know what you are. That just means you are a Google Lens away from finding out. It's interesting. But yeah, with what I paid for the lot, I knew that no matter what, I'd be able to resell the other parts and get my money back on it. And still keep a couple of cool toys from it, man. Put my Fred and my scared Scooby with my... I got a bag of Scooby things. You will go in my random... Got a box over there that's just nothing but random figures, one-offs, things like that. Things that I don't necessarily have the makings to make, like a 20-figure lot or whatnot. Got one figure from something and I'll probably never see him again, that kind of stuff. Because eventually I'm going to be slowing down on my ordering anyway, because I'll have the components that I want to be able to work with. And then it's just selling. I sold another Doctor Who lot today. And I love it when this happens. I had a guy, again, lowball me with an offer, and then about an hour after they had lowballed the offer, somebody else bought it. Will you take 20? I've got it down for like $30. And then an hour after they made the 20 offer, somebody bought it at 30 because it was worth it. I don't do, pie in the sky pricing on my stuff. I do pretty market reasonable pricing. Somebody tries to undercut, it's like, guys. And I ran into this at my shop too sometimes. I'd have very fair prices on books, and I'd still have people trying to haggle me. And it's just like, I'm asking $600 for it because, it's, first appearance of Gambit. It's in this condition. I probably could ask $700 or $800. I'm asking $600 for it. And I'd still have somebody say, well, I'll give you $200 for it. And it's like, that's not even categorically similar. What are you doing? I had somebody do that one time. This guy was notorious for doing that kind of shit. And one of my other customers who bought some of the better comics from me here and there, I think it was a first appearance Gambit. I forget what the price was on it, but the price was fair. It was fair. And the person A was still trying to, like, chew me down on the price. And the other guy was like, can I see it? And he was like, you're not willing to pay the price he's asking? And he's like, no, I need him to do this. I won't buy it at that rate. That's way too much. And the guy number 2 was like, cool, put this in my stack. I'll take that. Shut person number 1 down really quick. That was nice. He's like, that's a fair price for what that is. He actually could probably charge you $100 more, and you're trying to get it for $300 less. At this point, you're just being a dick. I'll take it at the price you have. I put it in his stack. I need to do another batch of dishes. I did get laundry going. I've got laundry in the dryer, which is pretty much there, so I can just pull it. I'm probably going to let it tumble one more time, though, just to make sure. But I still have not gotten nearly as much done. I've crossed off like 2 things off my list, and I should have been able to cross off 4 or 5. Nope. I'm sure you have days like this too. I haven't even played any Gauntlet. I don't know. Fighting a weird... I don't care. Kind of in the back of my head. This red figure's really dirty. You need some magic sponge action. Yes, you do. Scooby looks great. You? Should be the other way around, right? I did get a Doctor Who lot in today. I haven't opened it yet. This is going to be a little bit more exciting, I think. Looks like climbing gear. Looks like the kind of thing you do to release cable lines. Very technical. You can tell that, right? This one should have some stuff in it. There's a chihuahua out the door. Really little pieces. Oh, there you go. Feel like I'm doing trick or treat over here. Alright, so the... Ow! Thanks, X. On the back of my leg. Jackass. So that's what I'm looking at. Yep. Pretty sure that is the same Davros. And this one definitely looks a little banged up here and there. So, that's even missing some parts. Motorized or something. That's interesting. So these wheels are like locked or something or other. It's got a roller ball there. And that is a battery casing. Have to examine that. Hold that thought. Interesting. much the same, except that it's the same mold. Oh, you're missing. That's actually snapped there. I should have a shoulder restraint over the left. Interesting. Interesting. I don't need the battery operated one though. Much rather have just the static figure. I'm sorry, did he say anything rude to you while I was gone? He can be kinda, so... Arm moves. There's not a lot of action with this particular action figure. Yeah, head turn, right arm. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Silurian. You look very different in the modern era, but that is a fabulous looking creature. Yeah, a lot of figures. There were like 40 figures in this lot. Broken neck? No, he did. She... Okay, yeah. These things are terrifying. I'm just going to put them there. Kind of unceremoniously dumped in this box, which... Okay. I think this is supposed to be the like hologram or the materializing Weeping Angel. Hopefully all the parts are there. Clockwork Man. These are also wonderfully creepy. I hadn't actually done this before, but I had seen somewhere that if you pop the head off a Clockwork Man, he actually doesn't have just like the normal neck attachment. It is more the like robotic clockwork kind of thing going on underneath. That's fabulous. And I've gotten a few of these, but this is the first time that I've been like, you know what, this feels a little loose. Let me see what happens when I pop this off. Hopefully I don't break it. Another Donna, which I got my first Donna the other day, maybe a week ago, whatever, so. Laszlo. This is from the Dialects and Jason Take Manhattan episode, I think. Poor guy. Some people say he's a real bore, but I disagree. Yeah, this lot had at least 3 or 4 Cybermen, which is cool. And I think she's a Torchwood character. I don't know, I never actually watched Torchwood. Interested, but it wasn't really available where I was being, broadcast or what have you. I think that's a cyber leader. It's had a couple of set pieces in it too, which is cool. I don't know if there's going to be extra Dialect action figures in here or not. Interesting. Yeah, this is say it's the Dialect transport thing. It's interesting. It's like a hung coat, maybe? Some kind of a set piece. Interesting. This is a cyber leader throne kind of thing. I'm sure there's a real name for it. Cyber controller base. Heavy. Doesn't look like there's anything battery casing wise. What are you? No. More of a set piece than anything. Looks like it's in good shape. I don't know. It's heavy. Trying to make sure if Tiny's coming out, I'm not gonna get on film. Okay, cool. Martha in her like unit Torchwood, black on black with government black kind of look going on there. Which I already have a regular Martha, but see, that's the kind of thing that I will keep a second of. Another Scarecrow. Kelly's gonna be thrilled with that. But yeah, a bunch of stuff in here to resell. Probably a cyber head in here. Not everyone packed their lunch. It's in here somewhere. So I gotta go through this. That yellow cage that I was showing you, I'm pretty sure this is the David Tennant that would go with that. Sent him into that pit to meet the devil. Another Centauran, which is great. Get your helmet. Potato Head. Fezzes are cool. Yeah, this is nice. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Ah, there you go. It's the Cyberman that was missing his head. Adventure. So this will be fun. That is probably likely. Yeah. Does that fits in the back there? Yeah. It's a good looking figure, right? Put it off. And it attaches on the back, or you can pop it off and go helmetless. Yeah, that's one that I've got, but I've got it in the box still in the attic at George Station, so never actually handled the figure itself. And we'll go with Cosplay Amy as a police officer. No shame, everybody's had a day job before that they were like, I don't want to talk about this. Standard Amy. I'm sure I already have those figures, but I don't know in what condition at this point. I really need my stuff from George so I can figure out what all I got going on. Some of these are obvious that number one, I either A, don't care, or number B, I've already got 3 of it, so don't need all 3. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I got a bunch here to sell, and some that help with my army building. Also terrifying. I have homework. I'm going to put that right over here. Alright. I'm going to sort these, and then I'm going to, I think, take a nap, get up, grab a shower, run some errands with my girl, and try and get more stuff done. It's so bad. Alright. Make it a great day.